We're doing this.
You kick that off, okay? I'm talking uncork it the whole nine.
Not excited. Well, we had to do it at some point. I'm Dan.
I'm Eddie.
We're the Deathless Dogs. Today, inside the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium, for ladies and gentlemen, is PBR Whiskey.
It's clear.
It's clearly a gimmick.
I like what you did there.
It's aged 5 seconds, according to the bottle. They've printed the mash bill here, too. 52% corn, 27% malted barley, 17% wheat, 4% rye. 40% alcohol by volume because, of course it is. Why would it be anything more than that?
They got to stretch this. They got to make sure people get their hands on it, which we have our hands on it.
Let me tell you, it's not hard to find. The shelf was full.
There's wax on this bottle, so they're keeping it classy.
I don't know what this is going to be like. It can't be good. I haven't had a lot of white whiskeys, but I have not liked a single one of them I've ever had.
I, for one, will tell you that I've tried the White Dog from Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
And it tasted like popcorn. So what you're getting is basically the mash bill of what is Buffalo Trace before they age it.
Sure.
It's beneficial to understand what whiskey tastes like without being aged in wood. Granted, we aren't going to fully understand this because this has been aged 5 seconds.
I didn't do much research on this because why? But I feel like we have to give it its due diligence, and you can't really do that without bringing in another Pabst product.
Which I didn't even know existed. I went over to Quick Trip in this. This is all they had left.
So this is PBR Extra. 6.5% alcohol by volume.
I'm sure it's great.
I'm sure it's so good. I drank a lot of PBR when I was younger.
Like before being 21 years old, correct?
No, like when I was like 21. Because it was like $12 a 30 pack.
Pabst.
All right, well, I suppose we can crack this guy first. Oh yeah, that's PBR.
I don't know if you can see this, but I'm not exactly the most thrilled about this.
I think this must just basically be Pabst Ice.
Why don't they call it that? I feel like calling it Pabst Extra, like it's almost like a play on Pib Extra. You know, like
yeah, and that's subpar.
You don't want to do that. I suppose we don't want to drink this before drinking this. We don't want to wreck our palates. We're going to try to be honest about this, I think, right?
Yeah. We have to give it a fair shake.
We're not going to disrupt our palate by drinking beer before drinking the whiskey. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah, I never subscribed to any of those rhymes.
Well, I just dropped a rhyme on you.
Cork test.
Ooh, hey. Okay.
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 I'm going to go for round 2 on that.
Let's see how that goes, round 2. Cork integrity.
Pause for cork. That's a good one.
I like it. We're off to a good start, Pabst. Good on you, Pabst.
We can at least give you got a good cork sound.
It's kind of beerish. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's the wheat. I think there's more wheat than what is in a whiskey that we typically sample.
I'm getting a lot of corn, though. Borderline into that mellow corn territory.
I'm detecting no rye. There's no spice to this from anything that I can smell.
I'll say it does not smell like what I expected it to smell like.
I thought with the corn, I was expecting almost like a popcorn smell because of all the clear whiskeys that I've tried in.
I was expecting paint thinner.
It's certainly not paint thinner, but there's like an element to like a brew meets whiskey type of fusion here.
It's surprisingly okay. It's not offensive. It's all right.
They're sweet grains, I think,
Right.
is what I'm smelling. It's actually very smooth smelling.
Yeah, I mean, the taste is probably going to be a whole nother animal.
Well, let's get into it. Clank 'em and drink 'em.
Here goes nothing.
I gotta try this again.
That's not what I expected.
Not in the very least. There's a sweet presence that resides on the middle of your tongue and fades to the back.
Sure.
It starts up sweet with the corn, and I feel the wheat right around the middle of the tongue. And as it rolls to the back of your tongue, it finishes with notes of like cereal grains.
I don't know. This is not what I expected.
No, this is really throwing me for a curve
because it seems...
I went into this thinking that it would just suck.
Yeah, I expected the absolute worst. That's what it seems like. You know, it seems like it's like, oh, this is a gimmick.
Aged 5 seconds.
Yeah, aged
LOL,
5 seconds.
Nudge, nudge.
Hey, we're PBR. We're, you know...
There's something there.
Smooth.
Surprisingly
sweet.
Drinkable. It's checking boxes.
We just have to maybe...
delve into the PBR
give
extra,
it its natural
6.5.
chaser. They pair well. Because I imagine this is how you're intended to drink it, is what they were thinking.
With the PBR extra or a traditional PBR?
Probably a traditional PBR. And I was not excited for this.
This is what Quick Trip had.
How is a black can PBR going to be any good? But side by side with this... it's working for me.
Together, it really emphasizes the corn notes. We're talking Pabst here, playa. Let me just put it this way, Dan. Let me just put it this way. I'm going back for seconds.
These two things. I can speak for this. It was the first thing we tasted, and it was pretty tasty. And then having this afterwards seemed to kind of open up this whole round, all-encompassing flavor of Pabst, but not like in a...
overpowering way.
Not in an overpowering, and not in a negative way. Because, you know, you might think PBR, like, you know.
Don't think that way.
I'm saying this is opening this up and bringing it full circle in the best way. To the point that I think I need to revisit my days of drinking PBR. And back then, myself and Brandon... we were known to do some Boilermakers from time to time. So I think that we hit him with a wild-ass Blenderoo. You got to put it down.
We're going to put the hammer to this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, in 10th and State days, if you didn't finish it, you would have been mocked.
Here's a cheers to younger me. Go Milwaukee.
Yeah, so I would say...
top me off as well, please, sir. And I'm gonna go back to the well here as well.
We have to render a verdict on this in our rating system of would you or would you not buy it again. I think this is going to be a surprising result. Eddie, would you buy this again?
You said you got it from Woodman's at $20. $20 for this? Yeah. I mean, if I'm in the mood for a Pabst, $20? Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I would buy this again. Like, I expected nothing. I expected to not even be able to choke this down. We went in for more. A shocking result here, I would say, today in the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium. For ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I think the only thing left to do is enjoy another drink.
Clank 'em and drink 'em.
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Actually, we're kidding. This shit sucks.